Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back live with a transfer daily. We're here, man. Big up to the people that are here. 11 a.m. in the UK, mid-morning, whatever you want to call it. Large up everyone here. Smash a like on the video. We got man like Deluded Guna in the building. What are you saying, bro?
Appreciate you for having me, man. Big up the panel, big up the chat, smash the like button, all those things, man.
Come on, you already know, man. You already know. We got man like Lawless. What are you telling me? West Ham dealt with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, but what are you saying, man?
Yeah, man. Other than football, I'm all good. All good. Good to see you again so soon. Obviously, I had you on my channel to do the start bench, sell Man United, Lawless live. That was very interesting. So, boy, now I'm looking at Wilson coming. I can't even laugh at you too hard.
Exactly, man. We will definitely be touching on that one. Definitely, sure. We got man like Ash, man, Spurs and that. You know what I mean? Hopefully, there's no more beef with man like Morgan Gibbs White anymore. Is a beef over now? Is it settled now? Is it settled?
No, man. You know, right now we're just looking after certain kudos to get me. But
yeah,
man, I presume I'll see him crying. I can't lie, because he's been linked to certain East Ham. Yeah, man.
Oh.
You don't want to hand in the P45, but we're pushing them out. You get me? So it's all crazy over here. But yeah, big up the chat, big up the panel. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And man, like with the Sir Andrews sorting out the payment terms for Garnacho. You know what I mean? We're ready. We're ready for that. You know what I mean? Let me know when it hits the bank account. You know them ones there.
Yeah,
let me know. Let me know.
Yeah. You'll be lucky to get over 30 from us, and you know that. You'll be lucky. Yeah.
Rub me the money. Oh, big up to you, mate. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well.
Yeah, big up.
Already a super chat's coming saying good to see Lola smiling despite West Ham. Wow, that That's a bit harsh, man. That's a bit harsh, man.
It's like it's like that meme, innit? The smile's there, but behind it, it's the tears. The tears are coming down to the smile, the mask.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. We'll also have Callum as well with us as well shortly, man, because we need the lowdown on Isak. You know, them ones there, but big up to you. But listen, there's only one place to start, man. Them. It's this Sesko saga, man. I don't know why it's a saga. You know what I mean? It should have been Arsenal's player, but obviously they went and got Gyökeres. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you, man, were pissed off on that with the whole Sesko situation because it was dragging. But let me give you the latest updates. Obviously, yesterday we heard David Ornstein give us the exclusive saying RB Leipzig view offer for Benjamin Sesko as insufficient. Newcastle proposal 75 million euros and 5 million add-ons after RB Leipzig asked interested clubs for 75 million euros, add add-ons and sell on. Man United pursuit also continues, but no bid yet. 22-year-old undecided. And then today we had the Sky Germany reporter reporting saying that further talks regarding Benjamin Sesko took place last night and have been continuing since the morning. Sesko's agent are still in Leipzig. Negotiating are ongoing. As reported, Man United are ready to match Newcastle's offer. Everything depends on Sesko, a top situation for Leipzig, who would welcome a possible bidding war. Newcastle's offer attractive for Leipzig, but the payment structure will need to be adjusted. And I think even Ben Jacobs has put out something saying that Newcastle prepared to improve their offer of the one that they just had right now. So, yeah, man, there's a lot going on, man, with this Benjamin Sesko, man. Like, is it like? Let me go with you, Deluded. Like, obviously you were linked with him, but is it too much for a player that has still not done it yet? Like, he's still not been like what Gyökeres' numbers. He's not done. He's not matched up mad work though. Is it a lot of hype, or what do you reckon? Is it worth it?
I can't lie. I think he's actually got a great future in the game, man. Obviously, we live in a day and age where if you've got potential and you're like 20 odd years of age, you're gonna go for sky high rocket money, in it, sort of thing. So yeah. Now, where I look at Arsenal, I'm happy that obviously we've got Gyökeres because I like Gyökeres, and I'm happy not to be involved. Had we have still had Edu, we'd probably have been with you lot and Newcastle chasing this guy. I mean, clearly Leipzig, Sesko's agents, they're taking everyone through their houses, man. They're just running around with it. They want as much money as possible. Kind of what you was reading there. Again, naturally, Leipzig want a bidding war. Newcastle want him potentially to either play or replace. Is that you lot need a forward? They're the only real winners, man. And at some point, they're going to have to walk away. It's just a madness, really. But I do believe in him, man. Obviously, at your club, the conditions have to be right. It's all on Amarin. I know some Man United fans probably would get scared because you kind of heard, you know, the young striker stuff before with the Højlunds and the Xerxes. I actually think he's a good player. Whether he's worth that money at this moment in time with 13 Bundesliga goals, I'm not sure. But I actually think he's got potential, Saeed, man.
Yeah. For potential for 70 million. This is the thing that they love this.
Immediate results.
Love this though. They're saying, yo, okay, say no more. Let's start a bidding war, man. Why not? Let's just do a bidding war. Because and the thing is, but with United though, we're saying that if he wants to join us, then we can bid. We're not bidding until he says that he wants to join us. So Man United are waiting, but the Newcastle are just putting in bare peas and getting rejected, brother. Can you not relax, man? Like,
the man have messing up your bank floor. Yeah, I'm saying, like,
man,
the Dragons. Enter the Dragon Cisco, like, allow it, man. Funk something that. I said, man, relax, man. Just put up the price. Yesterday's price is not today's price. But I think
no Premier League clubs got money as well, man.
Yeah, that's where it is. The Premier League, they know you're breaded, innit? Even though you not pretend that you ain't got peas and you're saying that man's broke and that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Really, they know you've got the 419 up the pocket if needed. You know what I'm saying? But you know what it is? I think with Sesko, all jokes aside, I think like when I looked at Gyökeres, obviously he's fast, he's strong, he's a transitional player. But when it comes to Sesko, he's got the hold up in it, the link up play. Do you see what I'm trying to say? But I look at Man United now and I'm like, right, you've got that with a Xerxes. I'm not saying Xerxes the bagsman that you need, but then I'm looking at Sesko's numbers and I'm like, the numbers ain't really there either. Do you see what I'm trying to say? But I think it's more the like my man was saying, the potential in it, the potential that he could become something crazy, and that's what you're going to be paying for.
I don't think Man United can afford potential because he could be another Højlund. Because the thing is, you get Man United, right? You sign him and you think, do you know what? 2 years, he could be the guy. In that 2 years now, you're going to see him not banging goals in the Prem for you lot. The patience in the Man United fans is wearing very thin at the time. So I don't think you can sit there and stomach paying 75 plus for someone like that to come in and go, do you know what? He's not quite it now, but in a couple of years, he could be amazing. Like, it's the pressure's going to be on. You're going to be wanting him out, and you're going to be in the same situation. Like, I don't think you should get drawn into a bidding war on this guy. Just go and try and get someone. Now, go and get Watkins.
True, shout.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I wanted from the start. But then everyone's saying Watkins is too old. And I'm like, hold on a minute. Old,
ages, man.
Ages. I mean, you think life is finished when you're 30, bro? Like, what's going on with this, man?
It's crazy.
It's nicely in your 30s. I'll tell you that right now, man.
Especially nowadays, like football players now, it's not the same when football players are ready to retire at 30 back in the day. Now it's like you can still have 5 years. And the thing is, if you get him in, Watkins, he's banging goals now and pushing you up the table, then it puts you in a better position to go and get someone for the future later on. Do you know what I mean? And have that transition. You need to get back to Europe. Really, you can't afford to have another season where you're maybe mid-table. You're just bottom half of the table, relegation battle, and you're mid-table, and the fans are just going to accept that. Amram will be out the door, mate.
Saeed, go for Mateta. Don't let Arsenal get Eze. Go get Mateta. Don't let he did the hat trick already. He's got the hattie, you know. Hey, listen, forget about all these potential youngsters. You know what, United, it's that kind of pressure cooker type of environment. Not everyone can swim and live there. Do you get? I think that's why Klopp tried to block it. You know what I'm saying? He said, nah, don't go United, go to Newcastle or Oldcastle, go to Oldcastle. You get me? Like, don't go over there.
but then hold on a minute. It helps him with Isak done it. If he was to go to Newcastle, to be fair, you're right. Yeah, you're right in that aspect.
It's the idea and the reality of the player are two different things, right? Do you have the idea of Sesko? He's going to come in. He's going to be like, he has to hit the ground running, you know. But then Man United are like, well, if we miss out on him and he becomes a superstar, then we're going to bid like twice as much for him in 2 years' time. So it's the idea and the reality of the transfer itself. Do you take a punt? The word potential has infected football. So
it is.
Potential is the buzzword. It's the biggest buzzword at the moment. And potential is going to cost you a lot of money. It used to cost you £15 million for potential. Now it's £70 million for potential. But do you punt? Do you punt and take the risk? You can't go, oh well, we paid 70 odd million for Rasmus. Is it going to be the same type of player? But then also, you know, does he fit what you're trying to do right now? Does he fit an Amarin type system or what?
I was gonna say quickly before you come in. I was gonna say Newcastle of recent, they haven't been getting it wrong in terms of their scouting, in terms of transfer.
They've been all right.
They kind of know what they're doing. But the caveat to that is your Newcastle setup versus Man United setup. Their scouting versus their coaches and the culture is different to Man United. They might be able to extract more out of the Sesko and develop him more. You know, like Isak went everywhere. He wasn't really. He had the potential. He was at Dortmund. Didn't quite happen from there. Yeah. But I think with Sesko, he's got less of a career path to kind of go off. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's where the risk comes in.
If you're Sesko and you're an advisor to Sesko, do you go, well, you're young. What type of pressure do you want? Do you know what I mean? Because I know Man United are in the slums at the moment and stuff like that, but there's still huge pressure there. The weight of that badge, the weight of that crowd, the expectations. Well, do you go to Newcastle? And I'm not being mean to any Newcastle fans or anything like that, but there's not the same type of pressure at Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? It's like you won your first trophy. You're going to dine off that for the next 20 years. Aren't you, really? Last season, you're in the Champions League again. If that goes, you've got the excuse of, well, our best player's gone. We might get a Champions League place. The pressure's not there. If you do well in 2 years, you can just move on anyway. Do you know what I mean? So
that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, they've added this sell-on clause here, but they've added that on purpose for Newcastle because United aren't going to be a club that, you know what I mean? If he's going to play, he says he is, United ain't gonna sell him, like, unless Real Madrid get involved. That's the only club that I think maybe potentially he would want to leave to, because I'm sorry, man, like we haven't done that in the past where we've sold a player on to Chelsea because they've done well, or we've seen a player on to Arsenal because they've done well, like, or even like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna have to be the biggest club. Where with Newcastle, this makes sense to sell to Newcastle, because then shout out to Callum in the building, that then can be translated into, yo, we're gonna get our money. Because if he then goes to Real Madrid, for example, and he just, that's a massive sell-on clause that they're gonna go and get.
But the percentage of sell-on clause is key, because that's what stopped Zaha always leaving Crystal Palace.
Yes,
because you had a 25% sell-on, and that's why Crystal Palace always asked for 75 million. That's why Zaha never left, because no one wanted to pay the 75 million for him. And that's the thing. That's, you got, you know, Newcastle better hope he bangs in the goals, but then they're not going to want to sell him either, are they? Do you know what I mean? If he bangs in and takes them top 4 consistently, they're just going to want to time down.
No, they don't want to sell Isak, but it looks like they might have to. So, you know what I mean? If Newcastle, they don't always get what they want. So if Sesko's a big success, Liverpool may come back in and go, do you know what? Yeah, let's have another one. Not that I can say, but someone else.
They said DJ Khaled.
or Liverpool just go. What if Liverpool just, imagine Liverpool just went in for Sesko and said, you know what? Leave Isak there. We'll go in for Sesko. That would be hilarious. Obviously not likely.
Something like that.
It's, bro. I just don't know. Like, for me, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Them, like, if we get him, cool. You know what I mean? We'll back it with it. But if we don't, I don't think it's the end of the world, man. Like, I think Sesko's it could be a talent player in the future, but like, yo, it's a lot of like, it is a gamble, because then if it doesn't work out, we then not have the striker there again. So I'm not really utterly too fussed. Like I said, my first choice was Mateta. My second choice was probably going to be like a Watkins or whatever. Like, it's for the amount of money, the amount of hype. There's a lot on this, and I'm like, why is this a bidding war? What are we doing here? What?
Because the market's so dry for number 9s that anyone who's got any type of discernible talent and gets hyped,
I'm on a supply, bro.
It's going to be up there. And
I'm on a supply.
We've got, like, everyone, all the 9s are gone. There's only Isak and Sesko who are trending as number 9s that are in the transfer market at this moment in time. Everyone's gone. There's no one else that's, you know.
Yep, you missed out on Wilson, Saeed. You missed your photo down.
Enjoy Wilson, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Enjoy Wilson.
Mr. Wilson.
It's crazy. You know what I mean? Him and the finger up front is mad. Even though they were going at each other in the podcast and that. Remember the?
I was gonna say that as well.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know how they're gonna.
Hey, I heard that man's getting 90K for every game he plays or something crazy, but when he don't play, it's 5K or something dumb. Some mad
6K when he don't play, 95K when he plays. Yeah,
that's crazy. I lie. What kind of backyard
95K per what was it? 95K what?
Per appearance.
Like, can't be that, man. Can't be that.
They're gonna have him on the bench, bro. Trust me, on the bench for life.
Hey, wow, that's easy money, bro. Yo, that's easy money. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
If Potter's bringing him on at the 90th minute, I'm questioning him like big time. That's
crazy, man. That's crazy. You know what I mean? But how are you looking at it, Callum, man? This whole, I know Liverpool fans are looking at this closely. Or are you like, you know what, man? I'm not bothered. Like, bro, like, you man do your thing over there. We're still getting Isak. Like, is this affecting your thing?
I'm not worried about the Isak stuff, but I do think it makes it easier if they get Sesko, because as everyone said, Sesko and Isak are only the real 9s on the market that are really desirable. So if they get Sesko, then I think it will make it easier for us to push the Isak deal through. If they don't, then it pretty much comes down to Ollie Watkins, and if he doesn't move to Newcastle, then I think we may have an issue. But I think as things stand now, I'm pretty confident we'll still get Isak.
Yeah, but Callum, isn't Sesko the Wilson replacement? No?
Come on, you're better than that. You're better than that, bro. Bro, I've already started practicing, bro. Like, we're good. we're good. Like, I reckon I think they'll get Sesko and Wissa. And then I think they'll be all
right. Wissa as well, man. Like, I would take Sesko. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would
I
take
think
Whistle.
this has been slept on.
Wait, Saeed, you spent 6 months negotiating with Brentford for one player. You're going to go back and do another 6 months.
Obviously, if it's available, but bro, I think Whistle's underrated, man. You know what I mean? Like he's right now, he's underrated, but he was a Champions League club and he's once out, bro. And fair play. These man I've noticed here this summer, like them man, when they hear a club wants them, they want out, bro. It's like almost like they now the game has been changed now where they're not being dictated to by clubs. Like they're not telling them, yo, go on. You know when you go in, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, go on, then play out on the playground now. They're not saying, now we're leaving.
Right. There's been an awakening, bro. There's been an awakening. There's been an awakening,
bro.
Yeah,
I want Isak to go Liverpool, right? As much as I want that to happen for various reasons. Yeah, I'm hoping it happens. Yeah, we need to keep Arsenal from winning the league. Like straight up.
We did it in the final, man. 2005. You don't remember Gerrard and that, man? Come on, man.
That was years ago. Don't worry
about it. What could have been a trophy, man?
The lesser of many evils, right? So I want that to happen, but it's kind of a slap in the face of the piss take because you go and sign a contract, and if you ain't putting a release clause in the contract, you have no right to throw your toys out the pram, go on strike, all of this stuff to force a move. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. So I want Isak to go, of course, but if this becomes a trend, and we're seeing this time and time again, then it's just going to make it really hard then to compete for other clubs to try and break through because everyone knows, do you know what? I'll go on strike. I'll act up, and then they have to sell me. And then
that's because he came to Newcastle and he wasn't a star. That's the problem. He wasn't a star when he came to Newcastle.
That's what I'm saying. They've made him a star. I think the 150 mil is a bit mad. Like I can get
150 million is perfect. It's perfect.
Really?
150 million.
Yeah, 150 is about right.
150 for a position that is scarce. In this 150,
but he's not been golden boot or anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he's coming from Newcastle.
The issue is he would be very close to a golden boot if he goes to Liverpool, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It would be like if he goes to Liverpool, that golden boot is. I know Mo Salah's there and everything like that, but he'd be up there in the odds to get the golden boot.
How many chances Nunes misses, bro? Like,
exactly.
Come on, bro.
It's like 150 mil is superstar money. When we had like the Neymars and the Mbappes, and you're starting to get into that level where, you're a superstar. You're selling shirts like crazy. I just don't think. I think he's going to be amazing for Liverpool. I just don't think he's in that caliber of level where he's a superstar that can command that. I think a 120. I think that's a good price.
No, do you know why? Do you know why? No, if Sesko's going for near 80, 85, I'm not.
Exactly.
Isak is not worth just 35 million more.
No, but you can't do it like that because if someone's coming up and pay that much money,
I'm equating it.
That's not Liverpool's fault. You know what I mean?
It's not Liverpool, but that's
Man United have been mashing up the market. Anthony Hoyland,
That's fine. But Newcastle have to think for themselves. You are literally. The timing of it stinks, not from Liverpool's side. The timing of it from the player and the agent stinks like that, and that's fine. But they should be going 150 minimum. That's it. None of this add-ons thing, like 150 up there. Take it or leave it. Because he's got 3 years left in his contract. He's got 3 years left on his contract, not 2 years or anything like that. If you want him, come and get him. They're not saying he can't. Listen. They're not publicly saying he can go, but they're not like denying he can't go. We all know everyone's got a price. Every player is sellable. Every club is a selling club, no matter what they try and tell you. 150 for a guy in the market right now, with the number 9s that have gone, 150 for him. I mean, if he was in Spain doing this, we wouldn't be. And someone came, and Liverpool were going for him. No one would be questioning 150 price for him. If he was like in Barcelona, Real Madrid. Nobody would be questioning that, or even at Bayern or something like that. If they were going,
you've got to pay more when you're buying from a top club. The price goes up. Do you know what I mean? Because if you buy from Barca, you buy from Bayern, you buy from Liverpool, you're paying mad fees. Like so, but this is Newcastle.
But the issue is that he's in a scarce market. He is in a scarce market.
I would say also
Sesko. If we're talking about Sesko, 75 million plus. And you're coming to me with 110, 120 million for Isak. I'm not even. You know what? I don't even respond on the phone. I just put it down.
Also, as well, I would say,
I hope Newcastle are watching this, because if you mess up our transfer window, I'm gonna lose.
No, I was gonna say quick though. I think Newcastle, they're a Champions League club that have billionaire owners. You know what I'm saying? They're funded by a state-owned, owner. So they don't need to sell, as like Winter Surfer said, with the 3-year contract. Do you understand? So they're in a place of power, and that dictates the overinflation of the price, in my opinion. Because if you look at the actual player himself, he has been riddled with injuries, and that for me would be a massive concern. However, my caveat to my own point would be, at Liverpool, you could rotate. You wouldn't have that issue because you've got so many attackers. Do you understand? You could probably rest a few games, pick him up, rotate there. But also, I think if he's included in that side, the onus on Salah to be the only guy, not that he was the only guy last season to produce goods for Liverpool. There were other players that contributed for Liverpool as well. But ultimately, it'll be a move away from Salah being the only guy or being the main guy in terms of getting the goals, if that makes sense. And I think Salah will become chief creator, in my opinion.
It's that third year in the contract that's key. If we were talking about a 2-year contract, then we're talking about a totally different story. It's the third year in the contract.
But before Callum comes in, just to point out your point there, I think they might be the richest owners. I don't think they're in a strong position though, because they're limited in what they can spend because of the fact that they can't. You know what I mean? And PSR and whatnot. Yeah, so I don't think they're in a position of power. Even though I do believe that it should be 150, but I don't think they're in a position of power of like financially we can be flexible. They need this money to reinvest. They can get 2 strikers now for the price of 150 million.
And they need a centre back as well.
Yeah. So it's one of them where I think they need this money. They really, really need this money. But yeah, go ahead, Callum. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, Lawless, I hear where you're coming from regarding Isak honouring his contract. But the one thing I would say where I've slightly eased my stance on that is when a club wants to sell a player, regardless of contract, a club will double down and sell a player or send a player out on loan. Yeah. So even though I agree that I do want players to honour their contracts, it's a two-way street. And I think players are kind of clocked onto that. And they're, rightly or wrongly, depending on how you look at it, they are taking some of that power away from the club. In terms of negotiating with Newcastle, I think 135 gets it done all in, whether that be 120 plus 15 add-ons or however it's structured. But I think 130, 135 gets it done. I don't think we'll have to go up to 150. If we do, it's not my money. And if it puts us in a strong position to win a league and Champions League, again, I'm all for it, because I think if we go big this summer, we don't have to go big next summer. So I think we could take a couple of windows where we kind of ease off the gas a little bit, because
we didn't spend anything last summer, innit? You didn't do anything last summer.
Nothing last summer, nothing January, nothing in the last 2 Januaries as well. So yeah, we've kind of needed this big summer, and I know it looks like a lot of gutting out because we've just won the league, but I don't think Liverpool were meant to win the league last season. Last season was meant to be the season where Slot has a look at the squad, sees who he wants, who he doesn't want, and this was meant to be the summer where you gut things out and then you go for the league. We've kind of done it reverse, so I think we'll have it so we've gutted out the squad now, and it looks on paper, it looks like, why are you breaking up a title winning team? But ultimately we want to go for multiple honours, and we want to make sure we keep hold of the league, especially when people turn around and say, well, you only won it because City and Arsenal fell off. If we can go and win it this season, then I think it takes away the excuses and the arguments.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I think for me, right now it's about Newcastle getting there, man. You know what I mean? And obviously it's at the expense of Man United. But then I'm like, I don't think it's a deep that we miss out on Slot. I just don't want to be involved in this saga, man. It's weird. Why are we involved in whatever Liverpool do and what Newcastle? Just get me out of this saga, bro. Whether it's good or bad. Now, real talk, man. I don't want to be involved in this saga.
But Saeed, do you think Isak stays? Is there a solution where Isak
goes? I think he goes.
You don't think there's any scenario where Isak has to stay and the Newcastle say, "Nah, we've got a striker now." As I said before,
unless they don't meet the fee. Unless they don't meet the fee. If they don't meet the fee, and Newcastle are not happy with their fee. But if they get, you know what it is? Once you've got something and you're happy with it, you can then say, okay, cool, 140, somewhere along those lines, maybe 130. They might then come towards a little bit of an agreement in that aspect. But unless you've got your player, you're not going to sleep at night. Newcastle not sleeping.
Yeah, but at the same time, like
bro.
Lawless was saying before, and was it Winter Surfer? I can't remember. Man, them like, is it a thing where the club has the power, or does the players have the power? Are we setting a precedent where players now are ruling? Yeah, I'm trying to say, because look, I got my guy Son. There's not many like him. You know what I'm saying? These hoes ain't loyal. You know what I mean? Like these players are just running off to any old. You know what I'm saying? Any other man that they want to. Well, someone needs to kind of put them in check and say, brother.
It's a two-way street, though, man. These clubs don't care about these players like that, man. You're useful until you're useless, man. Like if Newcastle, well, using Isak as an example, I can't speak.
Gibbs White, bro. Tell that to Gibbs White. Sorry, carry on. Sorry.
Obviously, I couldn't tell a Newcastle fan if Isak is or isn't a legend, right? But let's just assume he signed a new deal, stayed at Liverpool, and stayed till he's 32. I mean, stayed at Newcastle, sorry, till he's 32. Gave up the opportunity to go play for Liverpool, any team that wins honours, and there comes a point where he might want a 2-year contract. They only want to give him a 1 year. What's he going to get but thanks for the memories and testimonials? Footballers have to be selfish. These clubs don't care about you. Obviously, we're fans. We look at it under a tribal lens and whatnot. They need to be selfish, man. They really do. Like somebody said earlier, it's all fun and games until clubs freeze you out and they say you can't train, or in some cases you got to train with the 21s, and that can mess with your mental health from a human point of view as well. So, these players should do what they want to do. If anyone deserves the money, if anyone deserves to do what the hell they want, it's the players. Because if every player in the world all packed up and said we're not kicking ball anymore, there's no panels like today, and we're not watching the game we all love. They need to do their thing, man.
Yeah, but you can't run a football club like that. If you're trying to build something, you're trying to play a football club. Player,
100%. I understand the club's perspective and the players, but I'm just saying it's a free game. It's an open market. It's a dirty game. People should do what they want to do.
Are you allowed Saka to go Liverpool? If
Saka wanted, obviously, as an Arsenal fan, I wouldn't want him to go to Liverpool. But if Liverpool were providing him with something that we couldn't, your career's short. It's just like Trent. Trent won everything.
Spurs fans shouldn't be mad at
everything there was to offer at Liverpool, and he still wanted to go. Cristiano Ronaldo won everything at Man United. Why? Because that's what he wanted to do. Because when your career's done, you don't want to look back whether things have worked out or not, and say to yourself, could I have done stuff? You want to realize your potential. You want to be exposed to all these experiences, man. Do your thing, please. But I understand club's perspectives, and naturally that's where I would stand. But I just feel there's too much attacking players 9 times out of 10.
He should have put a release clause in his deal in the first place. Like if he was feeling like, you know what, I can do this, I'm going to put a sensible release clause. All of that, he should have done it.
Big up to Rants in the chat. The reason why I still don't think the club's got all the power. Everyone knows Darwin is wanted out by the club. Darwin's still training and playing games. Diaz up until he left was still training. These players have an obligation to still do their job. Like if I hand in my notice at work and say it's my 4-week notice, I still have an obligation to turn up for those 4 weeks and do my job. So I don't think because he's going back to training, I don't think it changes much. Again, I might just be
what led to it to get to that point as well, because I think his name's Craig Holt.
Broken promises apparently as well.
Newcastle gave him
Craig No Hope. Call him Craig No Hope, bro, because he's had no hope with that fan base. I'm telling you now, man. But you don't go back to your point. No, I think for me it's your career, man, and there's no like I don't think there's any morals in football as to whether you're a good trainer or professional. Man scored goals. Man scored in the Carabao Cup final. Like man delivered trophies. Man's been there. So what? Because I want to force a move. I don't think there's a right or wrong way for me. Like when you look at it in football, like
I also say, how's it got to that point as well? Because
exactly. What's the context behind it as well? If there's context behind it, and there's like, you know what, cool, it is what it is. But if there's like a situation where you want to leave, and this is a big move, by the way, it's a big move for him in his career, and you've got to do what you got to do, man. I think obviously with Harry Kane would have been different, innit? Because he wants to be seen as a nice guy. You know what I mean? Harry Kane, I'm the captain, I'm the nice guy. But I just think for me, it's one of them words.
Well, he tried to do the City thing.
Yeah. Here's a crazy thing, though. Here's a crazy thing. We're all speaking about Isak having 3 years left and should honour his contract. Trent honoured his contract, and how'd that work out for him?
It's better that better that he does get stopped
his contract to the last day and still got booed out the building, still got called a rat. So which way is it? Like
people gonna talk regardless. Do your thing,
and Newcastle fans can be like call him a rat or anything, but if he stays and scores 2 goals the next game, they just forget about it anyway.
Bro, fans are fickle, man. Trust me.
Just forget about it.
Trust me.
we're fickle. We're very fickle. Do you know what I mean? We're just like, we don't care. Do you know what I mean? Just score goals.
Score goals, man, and then you're welcome back, man.
It's
what happens. It's happened to many players in the past before, man. They've come back, scored goals, and then it's like, yo, you're all forgiven now, man. You know what I'm saying? But I think with Newcastle, I think it should be one of them where you should be frustrated by your football club. I think the anger now says to Isak because they've got no players through the door apart from Ilango. They've got no sporting director. They've been rejected how many times? The anger's been projected on Isak. We're really on the board.
Eddie Howe's having to do everything in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man. Having to do the clock thing where he's have to pick the players and try and get the deals done.
So is that clocked as a sinking ship then, based on what you lot are saying? And he wants out.
Yeah, maybe he would have been more comfortable to stay if they went and he saw Newcastle being ambitious and getting these big targets over the line. And building things. He's like, damn, okay, I can win something here. But if he's seeing, okay, well, where's the signings? What are we doing? Like. He's thinking, okay, well, you ain't got ambition to win the league. Then obviously we ain't trying to do nothing. We ain't gonna happen here. Newcastle, Liverpool are probably gonna win the league next year. Let me go. So I understand it from that point of view.
How much is it the agent though, and how much is it the player? Like obviously we don't know, but how much do you reckon it was the player forcing and said to his agent, said, "Yo," or do you reckon it's the agent's money, like signing on fees and whatnot? Said, "Raw, I want to get this done." And do you reckon there was like a gentleman's agreement, like at the final, to say, "Raw, after this, I want to go." And
gentleman's agreement, man.
No, of course, Bob. I know this, but I'm just saying, that's maybe reason why he's not turning up to training because these men are trying to deep cheat.
Your wages increase though. If I'm an agent, I'm pushing a move because my wages increase. Are you mad?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, really, Liverpool and his agent think a deal can go through if he's gone to the point of going on strike or whatever he's done. There's some sort of element that it could happen. Because surely you have to wonder, like, that's probably got to be the last option for Isak to do. I'm sure he doesn't want it to go to that where you're going on strike and that. But clearly there's been some encouragement, in my opinion.
Yeah, it has to be, bro. There has to be some sort of encouragement where they've seen it and they've looked at it and thought, you know what, man?
Now it's a waiting game.
Liverpool would not have made the bid if there wasn't encouragement from their side. You know what I mean? And they would have went for it. But I just think for me, it's absolutely crazy that if he goes back to that team and acts like everything's okay. I just don't think I don't know whether he has the same season, whether he's a professional or not like that, Isak, and whether it will affect him. You know what I mean? I just don't know. I don't think it'll be the same anymore, man. Like, because you literally went to Spain. You went to Spain.
He only wants Liverpool as well. So
only.
You know what I'm saying? Only you, bro.
Man. That's
one
great.
Going to win that league. It's very simple, right? He goes back. He doesn't play for the first month of the season. Comes back after the national break. Bangs in 2 goals against Sunderland. No one cares. Newcastle fans move on.
Yeah. He's not in the
he stays, yeah? You reckon he stays?
No. I said if he stays. He probably won't play. Probably won't play the first few games. Definitely won't play the Liverpool game like that. Stuff like that won't happen like that. He stays. They have after the national break. He comes back. He gets integrated back into. That'll be the key word. Integrating will be that'll be a word that'll be floated about. Scores a couple of goals next few games. No one cares. Taps the badge. No one cares.
Yeah, taps the badge.
Does everyone think in this panel? Does everyone think in this panel that he's going to stay? Does everyone think?
No, I don't think he'll stay. But I mean,
everyone thinks he's going to leave. Everyone thinks he's going to leave in this panel.
Newcastle need it to look like he's happy to stay and he wants to stay to increase their negotiating power. Because if he's like, not playing, he's not turning up to train, all of this stuff, like they're in a more desperate situation to get him out.
He can't. He also can't put in a transfer request because he loses stuff. So
yes.
Transfer request is the last resort.
He might as well do it though, because he's going to make a bag of money.
No, but ironically, when you put in a transfer request, you lose the loyalty bonus, which is like irony.
Yeah, but how much is that bonus though? Like,
well, really for him, it's probably a lot because he's only. I say he's only, but he's on like what 120.
120 is nasty.
Yeah, but what's he going to make at Liverpool? Like what? Double that?
They offered him 300. Was it?
So that's what I'm saying.
Jeez, yo,
and he's going to make a lot of money in like endorsement deals and everything that he's going to get. He is going to be eating well at Liverpool. He'd have to worry about a little poxy loyalty bonus. Like he's not going to be on the breadline because he didn't use loyalty. So he might as well just hand that in.
No, but that's if the move goes through though. If it doesn't go through, he still loses that. So
I've got two questions here. One is going to be for Callum. The second question, but this question is for everyone. Do you think Ekitike feels a different way now, or do you man just think, you know what, it is what it is? He's part of the squad. Because you're telling me, yeah, 79. How much was it? Was the price 70 what million?
70 million.
7 million to be back up and that. I just don't know how I feel about. And listen, it's all about squads. I remember United, but I'm not going to be one of them. Yeah, where I could, bro. We had Sheringham, Andy Cole, York. Like we had a lot of players. But I feel like in this modern day, if you're not first, it becomes a problem. I don't know what it is. It's modern day football now. It's modern day football.
Ekitike will back himself, innit? He was like what, third or fourth? Okay. Yeah. In the Bundesliga, he was
just signing for a big club.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think he was like third or fourth top scorer or something in the Bundesliga, no? So
no, he was first choice though. He was first choice in Frankfurt. He was a main man.
But remember, it was him and Mamouche up top. They worked as a pair. So he might think in his head, and they might have told him that, Rob, our goal is that we're going to play you alongside a striker, or at times you're going to be playing on the left. If I was Gakpo, I'm thinking, Rob, well, go on, lad. So many attackers here, and they're all kind of on the left. They kind of all drift on the left. So it'll be more a question for Gakpo. But at the same time, I think he's going to say to himself, I'm the guy. I don't think he'd have the mindset go into a club where he thinks he's going to be second fiddle. Otherwise, he would have rejected them and said, yo, I'm going to Newcastle. No?
Yeah. But then again, did he know that Isak was coming to Liverpool, though? Did he know that? He would not have known that, would he? Unless he's naive.
I think he did. When he was interviewed recently, and I think he kind of let slip that he expects another striker coming through the door. I think obviously because of what happened with Jota, we had to go and get two strikers. Like we had no choice. Because I think Jota, the plan was to go and grab Isak this summer and then have Jota as the rotational player. I think the Ekitike one it was just a matter of it had to happen because of the unfortunate circumstance around Jota and in his passing. So I don't think Ekitike sitting there thinking, oh, well, they lied to me. I think he would have fully known what's going on. In the same way, Delap probably knew that João Pedro was coming to Chelsea as well. I think these players, they know, they're not silly. They have social media just like we do. They're probably on social media just as much as we are. So I don't think Ekitike is sitting there thinking he's been hard done by anything. I agree that he probably backs himself to try and dislodge Isak. It's going to be a very difficult task, but if he dislodges Isak, then as a club we're laughing because
they're laughing. It's good. It's good to be good.
We've got a healthy competition, and let's be real about it. In every other position on the pitch, there's usually two players for each position where they're pushing each other. Iron sharpens iron. So it's been a long time since we've had two strikers that you can go, like we're good now for the next 4 or 5 years. Yeah. So I'm not worried about that.
Games. There's 8 Champions League games. There's FA Cup. There's Carabao Cup. Premier League game. And like I said to you, Isak, even though I'm not saying he's injury prone, he does have a lot of muscular injury.
He picks up injuries. Not just that as well. I think last season I worked out we played in around 50 odd games in all competitions. That equated to around 5,000 odd minutes. Isak's best season in terms of minutes played last season was around 2,700. Ekitike played around 2,400. If we're aiming to go to play about 58, 59 games this season, even more, depending on how competitions go, there'll be plenty of minutes to go around for both players.
The quad's on. The quad's on.
You said it, not me, bro. You said it, not me. You said it, not me. Yeah, you said it, not me. Yeah.
The quad has never been done, man. I thought we were going to do it in 2009-10 season for some reason, man. I think
it's not impossible, though. It can be done.
You know what I mean? And obviously, Didier Drogba cheated and whatnot. But listen, I think for me, let me ask you a question though, Callum. Yeah,
double.
If I'm going to ask you, what is the furthest you're going to go to? 150 million, or are you like, I'm not bothered about the price. It's not your money. Are you willing to go to 150?
Me personally, it's not my money, innit? And plus, I tell you what, I've seen Liverpool not splash money for years, so I'm like,
I know.
Time now, innit? Like, I need to see it.
So you don't go and spend. You don't go. I've given you.
You want to spoil me now. I want to be spoiled now.
Yeah, bro. You got to, man. Listen, I always think I think football fans now we've all become these financial experts, and we can't spend money. Oh, we're broke. Oh, brother, relax, man. These men are not broke.
Drip people, call them drip people, innit?
It's because of PSR, FFP, all of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like you splash a load of money, it flops, and all of a sudden next season we have to sell to buy. Like that's the problem. That's why everyone's really watching transfer fees.
We've sold well this summer. We've sold well so far.
You have.
And we're still looking to get Nunes and Elliott off the books as well. I'd like us to keep Elliott, but I think both Nunes and Elliott get sold, and I think that's probably another 100 million coming in as well.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You care about how much you're getting for players, and you care about how much you buy for players because you know it's important to the whole FFP PSR crap that we all have to put up with. That's why Man United are in the state they're in because they've spent so poorly season.
But we haven't got PSR issues though.
Yeah, then why are you sacking off tea ladies and cancelling birthday parties or whatever?
That's just Jimmy being a bit of a, you know what I mean, a tight ass. But he use that money to go and spend it elsewhere. You feel me? Like that's wrong, but that's what he's doing right now. But we are not broke, man. This idea that Man United are broke is far from it, man. I'm telling you guys, Jim has money. You just don't want to spend it. The Glazers have money. They just don't want to spend it, bro. That's what it is. So unless we actually do that and we actually spend well, then everything changes. But Jim just don't want to spend. Or now this season at least, we've actually got the signings we wanted. We just need to go and get a striker, midfielder, and a thingy, and a goalkeeper. Get them 3 positions in. Maybe there's top 6 this season, possibly.
You know what, Saeed? I think Man United need to do that though, because you lot get bumped 24/7. You get 25/8. So you need to change the kind of perception of Manchester United being a club that people can swindle. You know what I mean? They need to calm down, and then hopefully that just helps the league as well. Because you lot are just ruining it. Read my lips, you're ruining it. You know what I'm saying?
We're ruining it. We're not ruining it. Everyone else is ruining it.
No, man, you might have been ruining the league, man.
This idea that United are ruining the league is wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. There's people that spend 100 million plus on here, but you know what I mean? They're very quiet now. I mean, they spent. To be fair, but the thing is, though, they spent in Chelsea and it's worked for them, bro. It's just when it doesn't work, it becomes a problem. But if it works, it's not a problem.
It's like Van Dijk. We broke the record for Van Dijk, and no one even speaks about it anymore.
No one speaks about it, man.
Alisson, we broke the goalkeeper record for Alisson. No one speaks about it
because he's good. The João Felix fee that was a joke. No one talks about that. How much you spent on João Felix?
Yeah, but they made their money back, bro. They made their money back on that.
Yeah, they're good at that. That's the thing, Saeed. Everyone looks at Man United because you overpay for these players. And then you have to loan them into oblivion until their contract runs out.
And the way
we just sold Broja. We just sold Broja to Burnley for like 20 million.
No, you haven't. Now you haven't. Don't
He hasn't played for like.
Broja.
Million for Broja.
No. I'm sorry, man.
Chelsea have been watching
very good at
Broja, you sold him for 20 million.
Yeah.
Chelsea been washing money for time now. I call them Ozark. All they do is wash money.
He's had 2 knee injuries. What is going on over there?
We got Burnley.
No, I swear that I'm lost for words, man. This guy, I remember at Southampton, I thought, he only scored 6 goals that season, but I remember he had a good impact at Southampton. I thought, you know what, cool. Chelsea might bring him back. Flopped. Went over to Everton. Flopped. Went somewhere else as well. Where did he go as well? Another club as well.
He just flopped.
He flopped.
I know we wanted him, but
I know he's still young. How old is he? Still 23, 24?
20, some early 20s. Yeah, early 20s.
You know what I mean? Man. So it's like, bro, like he's still young, but bro, he's had hella injuries and he's not made an impact anywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's like one of them where it's like, how on earth, have you managed to do that, bro? It's crazy. Even Tyler Morton's gone for 20 million. Is it 15, 20 million?
Yeah. Something like that. Allegedly.
Yeah, what do you mean? Joke, man. That's why we walked away from that.
But I don't get that. What would you mean allegedly? Is it
that's just the fee that's been quoted? I don't know. Maybe
you make it sound like it's a dodgy deal. Like,
maybe it's a little bit more.
Now it's not. Now the money's fine, Callum. Right, we're in it.
Right.
Yeah. What sales are you realistically getting? Say, like when you look at the players you got to sell, you're thinking, where are these big fees coming from?
No, I think Anthony might be costing about 30 million. Like surely that little Real Betis thing added a bit of money on that.
What?
Yeah, 35 million.
Chelsea just got 25 for Brody. 35.
Well, I listen, if you get more than that. But the problem is, though, I'd rather go sell it to Saudi Arabia. If we go Saudi Arabia, I'm demanding 50 million off Saudi Arabia. Are you mad? But in Europe, they won't go as high as maybe.
They're not stupid. They're not coming in for 50 million.
Bro, listen, they've got to do something, bro. But let's say for example, we get 40 million out of him. The one that's the issue is Garnacho. Garnacho's the one. Hoyland, I think he's gonna stay, man. I can't see him leaving, bro. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. If it happens, then brilliant. That all depends on the Sesko situation. If we get Sesko or not. Garnacho, how much can we get from Garnacho? Like, I'm saying for me, 40 million at least. we laughing at.
Do you read all the Fab's updates? They go to us later in the window, which means we've got you, bro. You ain't got us.
No, I get that.
You, yeah.
But then we can tell him, yo, listen, you're gonna be in the reserves, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Fine. That's fine for us. We won't buy it.
Chelsea don't need Garnacho.
We don't need him.
They can walk away easy.
That's a key thing, though. They still want him, though. They still want him.
I'm not gonna lie.
But the thing is, we want him.
When you trying to say you want him,
we want him. I don't want him.
I don't want him, but I feel like my club might come in for him. I'll be real.
Yo, let's talk, man. So that's one.
That's fine.
I don't know, man. I've got a funny feeling, innit? I hope we don't.
We're not in any bidding war. We're not in any bidding war for him. But
Chelsea will buy him for 25 million and sell him for 60, like in a couple of years. Like,
I
was putting sell on fees if I was you.
They know what they're doing, man.
Did you not just see us sell Madueke this summer? Why are you doubting we're going to sell Garnacho for?
Brother, listen.
What you should do, the smartest thing Jim should do, is outsource your selling to us. So we sell your players. That's what he should do. That's the smartest thing he could do. This
on a sign-on sheet.
Imagine Chelsea. Imagine Chelsea are like subcontractors and that. You know what I mean? Them man are just helping people and that. I'm like, yo, listen, we don't need help.
Your financials.
You know what it is, yeah? Listen. You know what it is, bro? End of the day, it's full profit. You know what I mean? United are getting full profit from the player. It's all semantics. It's all whatever. Yeah, cool. We got it for 30 million, but that's still 30 million on the books that United didn't have at the start of the window. That's 30 million that United for a player that they've developed. Yeah, cool. It's not amazing, but it's still 30 million in the books, and that could be used for another player. So it's an academy player that we got for what, 500k from Atletico Madrid. We developed him to a level, and we got him for 30 million. I think that's still a decent fee to sell on a player with a guy that I don't believe is going to be a top player in the future. If he does, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, good luck to him. But I don't think he will become a top player. So I ain't gonna lie to you, but for me, it might be light for you lot. You might say, "Oh, but it's light," but it's still a player on your books that you're thinking, right? You don't need to buy Garnacho. So we then are giving you a player that you don't need, and we're getting 30 million from it. If 30 million is the price that you're going to say. So I think everyone wins in this situation. Really,
I think it's actually going to be a Sancho type loan.
What? No. I think United learning. We're not doing that shit. We're not doing that shit. No. We're not doing that. I know this is the little thing in football that I hate. How it has become obligation to buy, become not obligation to buy. What on earth has gone on with football?
That's because we got you again. We negotiated on our terms, not your terms.
And you know what? That man has been sacked, by the way. The guy that popped that deal in place here, and it's definitely going to be that Dan Ashworth. He's been sacked. So hopefully that ain't going to happen again. You know, the one's there. So for me, Sancho's still at United. Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, he's still. It's one of them. He's got to find a club in it. Yeah, I'm saying it's one of them. But I think for me,
freedom. Where's the freedom?
Well, listen. I mean, he'll be somewhere in it soon. But right now, it's one of them where we like I said to you, we need a striker, goalkeeper, and midfielder by the end of the window, and then United this season can do something. When you, by the way, if United do players, hey,
do something. What I need you to clarify what that something is.
Top six for me. Top six.
Okay.
Do you know a real thought? Do you lot think
is this with Bruno in your midfield?
Bruno's here to stay, man.
And central midfield.
Central midfield, yeah. Central midfield.
I think top six is very high if you're thinking with Bruno is one of your
teams
in midfield. Very.
Where do you lot think? Where do you lot think? Be honest. So where do you lot think?
No. I'm thinking around. I'm thinking top 6 is your highest thing. You could. Achieve.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, top 6 highest. Yeah.
I think ninth.
That's it.
Ninth.
Yeah, I reckon about 9th.
7th or 8th.
Ninth. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think it stands
Fight
right
for
now.
top 6.
100%.
You're playing one game a week. You're resetting.
One game a week, man. No.
Yeah,
but I think they'll go up. Man.
You got Nana in that midfield, and that midfield is bad, man. Nana in that
yeah,
midfield
let's be real. You wasn't crap last season because you played too much football, Saeed. You was crap because you had a crap player.
It was crap. Yeah,
exactly. So I don't see like less games. It can help. I'm not saying there's not a benefit to it, but is it a benefit to take you from 15th to top 6?
It's gonna have to be for Amarin.
Of course, it's a benefit. That's bro. That's
no, it's a benefit, but it's not so much of a big benefit. You'll go from relegation battle to Europe.
That Bruno in the midfield too. You know, there's going to be like a still with a photo where it's like there's going to be one midfielder of Man United just in the middle by himself. Like there's going to be a gap between like the defense is going to be like no man's land. It's going to be like whoever the other midfielder is by himself because
you know what it is, bro. Listen. I think Brentford are weaker. I think all the teams that finished above us last season. I even think Newcastle will struggle this year. I mean, I'm not Newcastle in the top 6. If I'm being honest with you, like I've got
be finish above you. Though.
Yeah, I've got Newcastle. You know, we're struggling this year, bro, because they did this last year when they're in the Champions League. They struggle, man, with 2 games a week, and you know what I mean. You don't have a big
Newcastle's midfield is stronger than your midfield. You know
I hear that. I think that's fair, but you need to get wins. You know what I mean, and also their defense as well. I don't think it's as good as what people say. Dan Burns is good, but they've got very, very big defensive problems at the back, man. Like they haven't got that much depth. They needed to buy defenders this summer. Their goalkeeper as well, Ramsdale. I mean,
Man, you need legs, bro. Man United need legs. They need a central midfielder that can have a bit of athleticism or dynamism.
Well, that midfielder is going to need like a Duracell bunny pack on his back.
I think. Listen, the midfield is a problem, but with Mbeumo and Cunha, you should be able to win more games because you got to remember,
you'll score more goals.
Yes, last season, I don't know if you remember, but we had a loads of chances, you know, and it was Hoyland and Garnacho trying to finish them. And this is the problem. You get better players in them positions, you can win more games. I'm not saying that midfield isn't a problem, but there was games where they were there to be won, bro, and we couldn't get them early first goals, and then we get stung at the back, and then we lose the games. So
Nana would just throw the ball in the back of the net, and then that'd be
well, that's it exactly, man. So listen, as much as United, I've got a problem in midfield. We also got a problem scoring goals, and that is we got 44 goals last season. Goals win you games. I mean, like, and that's a situation where United need to just win games, bro. It might not be pretty, but United need to win games first, and then build the performances, build everything else like that. Just find an element of consistency, bro. Once you do that, it's one of them, man. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah. Let me get these super chats. I know Ash, you got a run, man. Big up to you, Ash, man, for coming on, bro. I know they're Newcastle versus Tottenham right now, so make sure you lot check it out, people. But yeah, big up Ash.
There's another pre-season trophy on the line, Ash.
I don't know about this one. This team looks a bit weak still, but it's Son's testimonial, isn't it? So,
can't wait for Kudus to flop. By the way, can't wait.
Listen, don't worry about that, man. That man are filling them the fufu. You know what I'm saying? The powdered yam, the jollof rice. Trust me. Listen.
West Ham. Yeah, I mean,
are you, man? Big up, boss.
Yeah, big up to you, man. Guys, there's 2.1k in the building, man. There's only 577 likes, man. I don't know what's going on, people, but you lot, we need to get the likes up, man. Let's get to 1,000, man. I know I said 800 likes, but we need to get to 1,000 likes, man. You lot, it's free to do so. Helps the channel, and yeah, man, pushes out to more people, man. And obviously, make sure you're following everyone as well. Big up, Mike says Wemba TK went for 95 million. Ben Sesko had done more in the game than him, so his price ain't bad. By the way, Wemba TK is crazy slander. Crazy. Even though he does look like him a little bit, but yeah that's crazy. That's crazy, man. But yeah, big up to you, Mike. Next Gen Adam says, what about when clubs don't want players? Stick them in the under 21s. Club do it. Players can do it too.
Yep.
Yeah, listen.
All's fair in love and war, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like a very rare. Like if you're trying to sell a player, stick them in under 21s ain't smart because you're just
it's not. Yeah, no one does that anymore.
It's an emotional damaging that asset.
Doesn't work.
Yeah,
you just kill an asset.
So, yeah, exactly. You know, that's the big problem. It's only like if that player is becoming a problem or causing issues or whatever.
Plus, it's bad PR. It's bad PR.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who did Chelsea do it to? Like it was really, really harsh. Actually, one of the players you wanted to sell. I don't know if it was Disasi or someone else's defender.
I think we did it. I think we did it to Chalobah.
Chalobah, that was it. Chalobah, yeah. Like said, you can't.
Yeah, but that was. Yeah, we designated the term bomb squad for those players. So
bomb squad. Yeah.
I had Matisse on my channel. That's the first time I heard it. He's like,
So we did that, but it was like, we did that. I didn't like that because I just don't think that's right. Just anyway, you know, you got to treat people, you know, with a bit of respect, especially, you know, in that type of arena. But you know, he's right.
Yeah,
you know, clubs will do the same. You just got to be smart about it. Newcastle's PR this summer has been awful because they're just. How can you go into a summer transfer window without a sporting director? And by the way, you knew your guy was leaving like 6 weeks before. It's not as if they didn't know he was leaving. He didn't like one day go, "Oh, I'm going." They knew like weeks before he was going. It's mad.
Facts, 100%. You're spot on.
No. Come on.
What about big up Deluded, man. Big up, bro. What about I think I've read that one as well. Mark says Kane was allowed to leave for City if they paid the correct money. Isak had no different. Pay the money, he goes. The club holds all the cards in the deal, says Mark Smith. Yeah, I suppose so in that regards. I just want to know, Carl, did you tap Isak up like Trent Alexander? What?
There's a little thing on the channel because I wasn't one of the Liverpool fans calling him a rat and that, and I was saying, look, I think there's two sides to the story. Everyone thinks that I was negotiating Trent's contract. I got a cut from it.
Voice of Reset. Isak wasn't on strike. How sent him home to avoid interruption. Isak chose to train in Spain. He was always going to return after the tour. He made his position clear, but there was no strike, hence no fine.
Good shout.
Right.
Yeah, listen, fair. Jimmy Jack says, I have no money. Yes, you do, my brother. Ernest G said, Garnacho price in the start of the window was 67 million, then 50. Now we heard 30. Reality will be 25. Spurs won't get him. No dickhead policy. Yeah, it was in January with 70 million. Crazy, man. And then it just didn't happen. Just found out Ben Chilwell is still at Chelsea. And this is my favorite moment this transfer window. Saeed whipping out the calculator, estimating 150 million for sales without Bruno to buy Edison and Walker. Yeah, but that was the start of the window, though, innit? You know what I mean? That was the reality. Also, I didn't know that we were getting Mbumo. I didn't realize we were getting Mbumo. So, I mean, Fabrizio Romano. What's Fabrizio Romano said? People, is it a transfer news or is it a quote?
I didn't see anything pop up really.
What's people saying? Amrin. Amrin saying, "I want to stay for the next 20 years." I truly believe. Listen, let me.
Did
they misinterpret that for games?
Yeah,
I don't think you'll be here in 20 weeks, Saeed. I don't think you'll last 20 weeks, let alone 20 years.
20 years. This is when Ten Hag said something as well. I think similar, man. I want to stay here for a long time or something. I truly believe that is my goal. I know that last season I used all the credit. Now we move forward. I mean, listen,
you
man.
Used all the credit. I think you owed him. He owes all the credit.
That's crazy. 20 years, man. I don't know why you would want to say that as well, like, I get it. You want to believe in yourself. Just say you want to be here for a long time, man. Like, 20 years, man.
Don't even say that. Just say, I'm looking forward to this year. See what we can do. That's what it is like that.
Man, he talks too much, though. That's the problem, though.
Yeah,
he talks too much. And that sometimes doesn't help you, man. It doesn't help you, you know what I mean, to be talking too much. You know what I'm there. So
by the way, in 20 games time, he might look like he's been there for 20 years.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying.
20 games,
bro.
He'll be sacked, and that quote is going to come back around. Everyone's going to be sharing it again. And yeah, remember we wanted to do 20 games.
Bro, listen. You lot, West Ham, though, like, are you worried, though? Do you know what I mean? Lawless, like, you've only bought who? You've bought in Callum Wilson. Who else?
Kyle Walker-Peters and Haji Malik Diouf.
Yeah, Diouf. Yeah. But Callum Wilson, though, man. Seriously, man. Like, bro, that is a bit like, you know, man. What's going on, man?
It's a mess.
If you didn't have Bowen, you'd be irrelevant right now. I'll be real with you.
We probably would have gone down last season without Bowen.
True.
Super Kudus obviously didn't turn up for a whole season. So man, like we was relied on Bowen, and now we're bringing in Callum Wilson, who didn't score a single goal last year, injured like multiple times every single season. Scored a handball goal against us, took a shit on our trophy, always scored goals against us, and watch him now. You know what I mean? He'll do nothing for West Ham. Like, I just don't. It's annoying, man, because we do these dodgy backdoor deals where Sullivan's son like goes drinking with a certain agent, and now we have to always buy that agent's players. Oh, daddy, can you buy my friend's players, please? Like, it is disgusting, and this is how we run a football club. And this is why when I tweeted out West Ham are the worst run football club, and all these Wolves and Man United fans were coming into my mentions, you don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it. David Sullivan, a man known for softcore porn in the 70s, is choosing our players. So let that sink in. So, of course, I'm worried. This is how my club's being run. I feel for Graham Potter, man. Wilson, listen, he's there to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Well, at 33. At 33.
What's that?
Do you reckon you'll keep Paquetá?
Yeah, I think he stays. Man. Unless we get decent money in for him. Like these Spurs fans thinking they're getting him. I swear to God, if we sold Paquetá to Spurs, World War III. It's just starting. World War.
Yeah, I don't think you'll sell two players, man. That won't happen.
Two
players will happen, man. Two players.
Can I get West Ham fans used to the words? The players tried their best. That's Potter's favourite line. I just want to get. The West Ham fans used to that line. The players.
We've heard it a couple of times. The players gave everything. Yeah, you know.
Just get used to that. That'll be the first one. Out.
But the thing is, like, Chelsea fans used to get so rattled by that, like, the players didn't give everything. Stop saying the players gave everything. And it's like, what's he supposed to say? These players are shit, mate. They're not good enough. Like, I care about what he does, and as long as he's making the right decisions on the pitch, I can't blame him. If he's playing Callum Wilson over certain players, and Callum Wilson isn't scoring goals and he's just looking crap, but he keeps playing him and costs us 95 grand, I'm on him. Like, when Man United game, I cooked him because he played a midfield of Ward-Prowse, Souček, and Rodriguez, and put us under massive pressure. It's like, why are you playing? Like, two of these players, they need to be in our bomb squad. Like, Rodriguez and Ward-Prowse need to be in our bomb squad. Get them out, and you're starting them. I don't care if it's preseason. They are for no value to the team. You want to put them in the shop window. That's what everyone's saying. Oh, he's putting them in the shop window. Their value decreases every time they're in the shop window. Take them out. Don't let people see how crap they are. Bowen, obviously, he's married to Danny Dyer. Danny Dyer's daughter. So thankfully, we've got that connection. You don't want an awkward family.
He's not allowed to leave.
You know what I mean?
But you can't leave, bro. Imagine Danny Dyer saying, "Yo, where you going?"
He signed an 8-year deal last year. An 8-year
stupid. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's stupid.
He had no choice.
He's a West Ham legend, but bro, he's
he's the captain.
He had like a Marinakis type of problem, but that's family related. That's the problem.
Family, bro. 20, it's such a. I think for me, you see these players outside the top 6 here. He's one of the best ones, man. I'm not gonna lie. I rate him highly, man. Bowen. Yeah, I mean, there was talks
the most underrated player in the Premier League for me.
Yeah. So they should do that, you know. They should do that. They should do a lot of something, man. Like where they pick us. You know what it is? It's almost like Oh shit, what's this? Adam Luckman has handed a transfer request in. There you go. There you go, man. He wants to leave.
He wants to go into it, if I'm not mistaken.
He wants to go into, man. But so now he's handed a transfer request in. So I said, everyone's forcing the move, man. You can't because now what Asante have done, they basically said, yo, we're rejecting a bid. They rejected 2 bids now, man. So why would you want to
into a very cheap? The Italian clubs are very cheap.
Yeah.
They drive
They're very cheap. I'm surprised they didn't go with like a 2-year loan.
2-year loan, man. 100%, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, but yeah, West Ham, man. I don't know. I generally think Potter will struggle, man. I think you lot will be again mid-table-ish, man. You know what I mean? Like in and around that 12, 13, around there. If you're lucky, you know what I mean.
Listen, I want to see next season get away from this relegation nonsense, right? Down there with Spurs and Man United. We need to push away from them club. And we need to be playing better football. I want to be more entertained. We were talking about Man United needing an athlete in midfield. That's what we need. Like our midfield is painful.
Your midfield is probably the worst in the league. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, like, we need pace, and we signed Callum Wilson up. Like we need pace in this team. Like I just, my head hurts.
Yeah, your club's finished. I lie. You lot, Chelsea, you're getting rid of a lot of players, but then you're only going to bring in, hopefully, Garnacho, but also Xavi Simons. That's getting a bit sticky because of the whole thing with Sesko, and I'm guessing they're all linked together. Really, let's be honest. Like they want to really,
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously the Simmons one is obviously to do with price and structure and stuff like that. We value him at a certain point. They don't. It's just about a compromise. I do see that deal getting done at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. I've bookmarked a lot of ITK, so if it doesn't get done, I'll be after them this summer. You know what I mean? With their like, oh, it's definitely happening and stuff like that. But I do see it happening. The Garnacho one, like I said, that's on our terms, not yours. So we'll decide that one at the end. That'll be at the end of the window job, probably like last few days of the window. But yeah, I'm still though. While I think we'll challenge the goalkeeper, for me is just not it. Do you know what I mean? He's the biggest weakness of this whole entire squad for me, because that performance in the Club World Cup is an aberration. It's not a consistent thing. Now, if he could do it consistently, fine, but I just don't see it happening.
He still looked shaky in a couple moments as well.
Even in that, he was like he pushed the ball out like he was like he just pushed the ball out like that for some, or swatted it away like that. And even in the competition, he was like that. And I just don't see it. I don't think we'd go in for a Donnarumma because of his wages. Really, I think we might revisit Mike Maignan at the end of the window, something like that, if a deal pops up. But he's the real cap on any anything happening, because you can just see him dropping a clanger, like he nearly drops a clanger nearly every game. Really, he just gets away with it. I know other people don't, but I would like another centre back.
Yeah, I think you do.
I would like another centre back.
Won't Hato act as that hybrid though for you guys?
But he's a left. He's a left, and I don't mind this. I don't mind this. There's a weird thing in football that you can't play 2 left-footed.
Yeah,
you can play 2 right-footed.
I've only seen Pep do it.
Yeah, that's fine. I see him more though. I think Chelsea see him more as a left back. Then he could when he goes further on. But I think they see him because like you talk about minutes. Cucurella played like 5,000 minutes like last season. He was like, and there's no one to replace him and stuff like that. I would like I know there's been reports like I would love to bring Gurhi back. I think he's very underrated and stuff like that. And we've got a sell-on clause with him if he goes to anyway, so we can factor that in. But I don't know if he wants to come back. But for me, I just feel more comfortable with another a better centre back. But even that market's sort of like, well, who's outstanding? Like you don't have to pay over the odds for. You know what I mean? Who pops out? Like, well, we'll get that Hincapié by Leverkusen, but they're going to look for 60, 70 million for him and stuff like that. And I just don't think the club the club's going to do that. But yeah, I think Simmons will come in. I think unfortunately Garnacho will come in. No one can convince me of that signing is good on any level whatsoever. Even just like selling him in a couple of years' time, I don't care, because he offers nothing. he's not good at anything for me. There's no metric. He's not outstanding in anything. Because we just signed. Everyone goes, well, he'll be third or fourth choice. We just signed someone from Crystal Palace. Why just give him the minutes then? Why do I have to spend 30 million on Garnacho? You know what I mean? If he's third or fourth choice, why do I have to spend 30 million on him? We'll just sell. If he gets the minutes, we'll just sell him in 2 years' time for 40 million or something like that. We'll just do that. That's what I don't get. But if we get Simmons, I'll be pretty happy with him. And then the thing is though is that I still think they want to. I know there's rumors about Morgan Rogers signing a new deal.
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening this summer at all.
Next summer.
I think, but if I'm Morgan, like Lawless, like you said, if I'm Morgan Rogers, I'm sticking a release clause in that new contract. If I'm Morgan Rogers right now. Because of
does he know who he's dealing with, though? That's the problem.
Exactly. I'm sticking a release clause in that contract, knowing Villa's financials stuff.
Here's the thing with release clauses, though. Release clauses usually have to be paid. The full amount has to be paid.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So I think that's the reason why players don't actually put release clauses in, because it probably limits them just as much as not having a release clause.
That's why Eze's not moved. That's why Eze is not moved.
They have to pay.
You have to pay. You have to. Arsenal negotiating to pay it in installments. That's the whole thing.
Well, the deadline's done on the release.
Yeah, deadline's done. Yeah, I was going to say.
But what I mean is that's why he didn't move, because of the release clause. Because the release clause is like 68 million, and Palace want it all up front, or a huge chunk of it, and that's just not going to happen. But or if you pay, you pay. I don't think it will happen this summer.
Palace can still, even though the release clause isn't available anymore, they can still ask for the majority of it up front. They can still dictate the terms that they want to sell the player in, and I think they're happy to keep him. Again, they could have sold Zaha many times. They're quite good at keeping players.
With us, it's more outgoings now anyway. So and Cuckoo going, trying to get Sterling off the books. Trying to get because he's a massive earner. Trying to get Ben Chilwell as a huge earner. It's like 200k a week. Ben Chilwell, trying to get him off the books, stuff like that. Trying to get this Assy off and stuff like that. It's about this, and maybe Nico Jackson's a funny one.
Nico Jackson's a funny one, isn't it? Because where's he gonna go really? Like, unless I don't want to speak too soon. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I don't know. Well, if you buy Sesko, Newcastle become desperate, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Newcastle become desperate. I
just don't see him because he's third choice in my eyes right now. Do you know what I mean? As a striker, he's third choice, and there's nothing for him on the wing. People go play him out wide. I don't think he's got the facilities to play out wide. I just don't think he's that type of player. I just don't. So it'll be more outgoing. So it'll be interesting to see who we sell. Like Nkuku's linked. I think Nkuku's linked into Milan if they can't get Lookman, but Inter Milan aren't ponying up the type of cash that we want and stuff like that. So be interesting. And I know Leipzig won a few of our players as well. That's another thing that's probably holding up the Simmons deal, is that they like a couple of our players in advance. Like, I know they're like Chukwuemeka and stuff like that.
Chukwuemeka doesn't want to go there. Maybe Nkuku goes back to Leipzig.
He's been mentioned and stuff like that. But they will come in they want big prices for their players, but they'll try and shortchange us and our players. That'll be that'll be the thing. So it's just more outgoing. Simmons in. That's the main one. If Garnacho happens, it'll be the end of the window, and maybe a goalkeeper. But I don't hold up much hope for a goalkeeper.
Okay, fair enough, people. Listen, we are going to wrap it up here, people. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Have we hit the 800 likes target that we wanted at the start of the stream? We are currently on, let me just double check right now, 741, guys. So, guys, 60 on more likes, people. Let's do it, people, man. Let's do it. Let's get these likes up, people. Dan Lawless, let them know, man, where they can find you. And if you got any content coming up, man, let them know, bro.
Yeah, man. West Ham Fan TV and Lawless Live, like I said, got a video just come out yesterday with Saeed, where we looked at the start.
Yes.
For Manchester United. Very interesting to see the team he put out there of what he'll keep. So go check that out right now. And then got another video coming up in a couple of days with Saeed about what players I should take from Man United for West Ham. What are their rejects should West Ham sign? So go check that out on Lawless Live.
Peace. There we go, man. Big up to you. I love that Fenway Sanderson group. You know, I just see that right now. You know, big up to you, man. Coppish, what you got coming up, man? Any shows today?
No, probably no shows unless any news breaks. But we've got a couple of shows tomorrow. We've got morning show tomorrow, and then we've got Monday Night Live tomorrow as well. So
there you go. There you go, man. There you go, people. And I'm seeing man like Winter Surfer. You'll see him on various channels throughout. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you, bro.
Big up. Yeah, I usually tweet what I'm on or what I'm watching and stuff like that. But more importantly, you got to subscribe to this channel and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like it, subscribe to the guys' channel.
Yeah, no, always, man. Big up to you, lot. We're back tonight, people, for the game United are playing at 10 o'clock tonight. Yeah, that's the winning trophy, man. That's it. I'm here to win trophy.
Get that winning mentality.
I saw you. It's between Man United.
We're gonna win, man. And we're gonna be.
This is the one time I want an Everton win. Everton win, and we win. I think we win the competition. So I'll be doing a watch along for that. That's gonna be.
Listen, there you go, people. Like, I need to go to arcade now.
What time you play, Saeed? What time you doing your watch along?
10 o'clock.
10. All right. So once our game's finished, I'm coming to check you out.
There you go, people. We're gonna redirect to Deluded Gunner. He's live right now, people. Go ahead over there, Deluded Gunner, Saeed TV raid, and I'll see you lot later tonight, people. We are out.